So I think exercise has always been important to me because as a young person, a lot of my family members were overweight, tend to not exercise, and I guess I just didn't want to be like that. So as a teenager, I started doing more just cardio exercise, running. My dad decided on one of his kicks that he wanted to lose weight, and he started running with me, so it was fun for the two of us. And then he went on kind of like a crackpot diet, but I didn't do that. I just decided that we would run together. And then he had a knee injury, which he had to have surgery and quit running for a while. So I had a few high school friends that we decided not long distance running, but just to continue running. And I felt that that was, keeping me thinner. That was my goal at that time. And I guess as I got older and went off to college, I decided that I needed more, so I went to a gym, and I didn't really know what I was doing, but my friends and I started doing just mostly cardio, but we would do like Nautilus equipment, and we thought we were cool, we were in good shape. But anyway, so that worked again for me for a while, and then even though working out has always been important to me, I think when Eric and I met each other, we had to move to Toledo for 1 year for a residency that he was doing, and I didn't have my normal gym, my normal friends, so I kind of slacked off for a year, and it really affected me, like mentally, my positive attitude, I didn't really feel like I was gaining weight, but I wasn't happy. So I guess after that we moved to Cincinnati, we got married and joined a few gyms, and I continued the same, basically more cardio than anything else. And for a long time I felt like that was good for me, but then after, I don't know, as I got into my late 30s and especially 40s, I could definitely tell that I was needing more than just cardio too. I wasn't feeling strong. I just felt like then maybe some natural muscle tone I had before or whatever from the Nautilus equipment just wasn't working for me. So I remember 2 years ago I was looking at myself in the mirror, and even though I was still thin, I just felt kind of like a waif. I mean, I didn't even want to wear sleeveless shirts 2 years ago. So finally, Joe Vonderhaar, who's a very good friend of ours, he talked us into trying adrenaline. And I am, happy, and I'm very happy I'm happier and feel better in my life now at 45 years old than I felt my entire life. So I'm very happy and looking forward to, I guess, where what the future holds for me. So. So in order to make sure that we are ready for the next day, Eric and I both, he has his gym bag packed with clothes, with the snack before working out. I do the same thing. All of my stuff is sitting with my purse, with my keys, and then I make sure that I have a healthy snacks to eat throughout the day while I'm working, rather than diving into the junk food that we get in dental offices all the time. And then again, I make sure that I eat a snack on my 45-minute to hour drive to the gym, so that I feel like I'm ready to go when I get here. And those kind of things have definitely helped me prepare for these kind of workouts and being able to get through it. It's got to just be a priority. Like sometimes I work all day long, I'm really tired, I feel like I'm not driving from where I work to adrenaline is 45 minutes to an hour. So for me to come this far initially, I was like, oh, I'll try the 21-day trial thing, we'll see how that goes. But for me, it was more like, this isn't going to happen. Like, I'm not going to drive 45 minutes to an hour to go work out an hour and then whatever. And once I started making that a priority, it's almost just like, it's like my job now. And I really look forward to, after a crazy stressful day at work and coming here, it just makes me feel 10 times better. I get my positive attitude back. I don't think, oh my gosh, it was a full moon, I had 10 crazy patients today. I think that, it's just part of my life. I mean, I really enjoy it. And I guess balancing everything for us is a little easier, like I had mentioned earlier, not having children, but it's still, I mean, we can all make excuses for not working out or not flossing or not eating properly. We can all make excuses, but when it comes to priority and you just make it happen, it becomes, something that you just do. You just don't think about it anymore. So driving 45 minutes to an hour a day, it's almost like it's like my time to unwind, and then I get here, I feel good, I'm ready to go, and after working out, I just go home, do my thing, we eat dinner. And I think it also helps us sort of during the week when we try to eat healthier by working out after work and not even getting home until 6:45, 7. We have to kind of meal prep. I mean, not always, but we have to make sure we have things at home that we can grill out, cook out, whatever, and just have things ready to go instead of like going out to eat or, happy hour or whatever. So it's definitely, it's just helped us a lot, both of us. And I think it's made us both happier and healthier and being able to make, just different lifestyle changes that are better for both of us. So. I know that sometimes it's difficult. I don't have children. I know that having children is a full-time job, whether you work or not. But talking with family and friends who are moms, and I've talked with them patients, and they offered me advice, not being a mom, but they're like, the way that we do it, and they tell me that the way that they squeeze it into their schedule, whether it's an environment like Adrenaline, where there are several activities for kids to engage in. And I also think just for women, I mean, overall health and just, being a woman myself, understanding that, there are times when hormones get in the way, kind of mess us up, but working out totally makes me more rational. I can think more clearly, and I sweat out maybe some of that stuff. But as far as just I think it's also very important just seeing from my friends and family that have kids that being an active woman is just very important for our kids, or not my kids, but kids in general. And I think that it's just, especially young women and young girls now with all of the bullying and things that go on, I just think exercising and making that a priority just really, boost confidence. And for women, I think that, and men as well, but I think it's just, even more important for women. And to have that confidence just going into whether it's, a classroom or a work environment, I think it just really, really makes a big difference in how we handle ourselves and deal with others, and just, are able to support our friends and family and take care of, needs in our lives and others. And I think by being active and being physically fit, and it just, it makes us overall better people and better able to handle those situations. And I don't at all think that any woman should ever feel selfish for making that a priority, because it's an important part of life. So I think my positive attitude, as a young person, we're all surrounded by negative attitudes, positive attitudes, and I noticed that it always seemed like people with negative attitudes are just not happy people. And as a really young teenager, I decided that, I don't want to be a miserable, unhappy person. So, and it's not always easy to be positive and happy. I understand that things happen in life, but I swore to myself that I was always going to work really hard to, no matter what it took in my life, to just be a happy person and have a positive attitude. And I really think that helps other people in my life. And, there are times in life when things are thrown at you that you just can't control. And, by exercising, just maintaining that positive attitude, surrounding myself with positive influences and situations, that it's helped me through times in my life that I don't think that I would have handled as well without that type of attitude. And I'm 2.5 years ago, maybe, Eric and I went through a really difficult time. Several family members were diagnosed with diseases. I mean, we lost a family member. Eric was in a horrible car accident, but thankfully escaped it with some scratches and a sprained ankle. And then my young dog was diagnosed with a bone tumor, and all this stuff happened in a series of a month or two. So we were like, where do we go from here? And rather than slipping under a rock and hiding out, I kept with the support of Eric, who's been an awesome influence in my life as well. But that, and trying to maintain, my faith and my positive attitude and exercise throughout that whole time, it really, really kept me going. And now I look back at it, and I don't know how without, like I just said, the exercise was a huge part of it for me. Even though I wasn't doing what I know that I need now, it still just helped me maintain, a clear mind and a positive attitude. And it was tough. I mean, going through those things that you just, one thing after another, the phone would ring, and I felt like, I can't answer this anymore, I can't deal with it anymore. But, you can, and and just trying to be positive, and you help others with a positive attitude also, I think. So I, hope to continue with a positive attitude. I like to be happy. I like to smile, and if someone tries to knock me down, I really don't let them. So I encourage everyone to, when times are tough, just keep going and keep working out, keep your positive attitude. It's really tough at times, but keep going, and you'll find that it'll get better.